As we're now in Malta, after a very long night of travelling and an attempt by a wealthy female drunk to intoxicate us with rosé champagne, I have had some time to read some of my rival authors. For some reason, Best Romance Ever is situated next to the works of Alexandra Fox on one of the sites. This is my favourite site because nice chaps like to leave one-word approbation next to my book. I was intrigued because people were not so kind to Alexandra. There are two groups of people who like to read the work of a female pickup artist: women who would like to know why they cannot bag their prey, and men who would like to know how cunning and evil women are. As I am in neither of those groups, it is not a topic I have spent a great deal of time on. I was surprised at the level of manipulation involved in the average relationship. Chapters included Men Do Not Really Know What They Want, How to Bypass His Logical Mind, Hard versus Soft Persuasion, Set Up Love Deadlines, How to Create Psychological Discomfort in a Man, etc., etc. I have never been noted for my enormous emotional intelligence. I'm pretty much straight down the line. No messing about, very specific. But sadly, I function on such a bizarre planet that no one has successfully negotiated the alien map. I tend to end up with individuals who value company over a trophy, and who do not mind my being covered in paint and glue and vanishing for months on end. The few times I have been regarded as a ravishing beauty, I have become incredibly bored, and covered myself in glue fairly quickly. If it isn't glue, it's usually earth or paint. I'm just not a manipulative genius, and frankly I'd rather eat and make something pretty than bother going to the enormous lengths described in this book. It is quite interesting how your normal relationship breaks down into component parts. Women looking at this are just as manipulative and inept as men, and where pickup artist men are pretty straightforward about requiring physical recompense for whatever they think they're bringing to the relationship. Pardon me. From my quick look into this lady's list of books, women are all about dragging the hooks out slowly and making it work for them. Whilst I'm sure she is a lovely person, and this is probably an accurate depiction of how people unwittingly act, this is of absolutely no help to me. Shit happens. You react to the shit. You move on to the next shit. Perhaps I should read her books and get better at this, but that seems like no fun at all, with a rather unchallenging and predictable outcome. What is slightly disturbing is this sense that you must learn from a timescale and list of rules and create a kind of robot that ends up stuck in your bed for the rest of his life. I'm quite sure that if a man wrote a book containing instructions on how to create psychological discomfort to get what he wanted, he would have serious problems with marketing. No doubt they do it, but I'm not sure you should actually say it. Finally, I must congratulate my fellow Britons on their enthusiasm for expelling the bombastic Trump monster from our shores. He represents everything we in the UK traditionally abhor, and I was under the impression we were becoming more American, which would be a frankly horrific state of affairs. I noticed that many other countries have signed the petition, and I would encourage you to do one for your own countries, since these votes will not be counted at Westminster. Let us collectively shun poor behaviour by the rich. Perhaps the general public will eventually learn how to shun making them rich in the first place.